Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2025 BMW X5. This is the xDrive 480i. Huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Charlotte for providing this SUV for me today. Take a look at their website. That link is down in the description below. This X5 is finished off in a Blue Ridge Mountain Metallic. MSRP is just over $77,000. Now this is powered by the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's paired to both the 48-volt hybrid system along with the 8-speed automatic. It pumps out 340 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. That power is sent through the xDrive all-wheel drive system, propelling this nearly 5,000-pound SUV from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. It has a top speed of 130 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 21.9 gallons. You'll expect to see 23 miles per gallon in the city, 27 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 117.1 inches. Its overall length is 194.3. It has a width of 78.9 and a height of 69.1 inches. Now as we move on to the exterior styling, I think this model has a really nice color combo with this blue and all the brushed aluminum accents. You'll notice that's covering basically the entire kidney grille, where this model does have a forward-facing camera, and there's also active grille shutters. So those sections there will open up to provide cooling to the engine when needed. Now this also has LEDs with a dark housing for all of the lights there. There's parking sensors up front along with the sensor for distance pacing, and then a lot more cutouts and grille shutters in the lower section there. And then some subtle lines that come down the hood to give it a great look. Now you will notice there's some plastic for the fender arches. It's in the lower side skirt where there's more of the brushed accents. Very nice wheel with a multi-spoke design. There's also a trim accent just behind that. This does have a camera and a turn signal for the power folding side mirrors. There's more brushed accents for both the window trim and roof racks, and then a full moonroof up top. Very nice lines that run down the side too. There's one that goes under the front door handle and then through the second door handle there. But great proportions for this SUV. There's also the body colored spoiler, third brake light, and the wiper blade. LEDs for all of the lighting. There's a backup camera, parking sensors in the lower section there. And then when you do opt for the towing package, this can tow right around 6,600 pounds. Now, as we work our way to the cargo area, you can use the button on the key fob as well, which will just open up the upper section for this. There is the tailgate design for the X5. So you can open that up individually. And with this SUV, you have a lot of storage. There's also a spare tire underneath, and you have a little bit of extra storage where you can place some items. You do have some hooks too. There's a 12 volt. You can slide that cover down, and you can also fold down the back seats to give yourself that much more interior space. Now there's two buttons up top. If you just push on the one on the left, that is how you can close both of those lift gates at once. Now, you just heard the vehicle lock. I don't have it set up at the moment where you can grab the back door handle, but you can grab the front door handle. It's been working on the passenger side where it will unlock the back door too. And for this interior, very nice two-tone design. There's wood trim interior lighting, all the brushed aluminum accents, and then the Silverstone interior, which I think is a great combo with this blue. Now, there's storage pockets behind the front seats. You do have an area where you can charge and attach tablets. There's vents in the middle. You get heated rear seats, all the climate adjustments, some storage and auxiliaries in the far lower section. And at 5'10", I have about 2 inches or so of headroom, so it's very spacious to be in the back here. They do not recline, so they are fixed, but they're pretty comfortable. You get some storage in the armrest. There's also cup holders on the end, and you can pull on that tab and fold this middle seat down if you need to. And then there's some pretty large windows for the cargo space, so you can see around that pillar. And then up front, this model has power folding side mirrors. There's the window controls, lock and unlock, memory seating adjustments. You can also adjust the front passenger seat by pushing on that button and then using the controls on the driver's seat to further adjust it, which can be helpful. And then you have a lot of storage in the lower section. And then a very nice design for these seats. They are power operating for all of the adjustments, even the leg support. So you can use those controls as needed. And then this has a solid leather steering wheel with more brushed aluminum accents throughout. Let's fire this up, where this has paddle shifters. All of the cruise control settings are on the left. Right side, you get volume tuning, Bluetooth, and voice commands. And then you have a lot of content that you can scroll through within the digital gauge cluster. This even has augmented reality, so the camera system that will pull up there. And then you have some other vitals just depending on what you'd like to see. Now there are a few different layouts for this screen, and then the last one is for the head-up display. So you can go through some of that information as needed. Now on the left side, you have the headlight adjustments along with some storage. There's one air vent, and then with the infotainment system, on the home screen, you have the nav on one side, and then you can scroll through some info on the left. And then there's shortcuts in the lower section where you can get through some more information. You have a ton of apps, even a drive recorder, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, interior lighting. You can scroll through all of that information. There's climates, navigation, and music. And then this model even has heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and then temperature adjustments for your climates. There's air vents underneath that, volume tuning, some defrosters, and then you also get wireless charging with some auxiliaries, cup holders, and a little bit of storage. And then this does have shortcuts for this screen. So you can go through all of these as needed, so you don't have to use it as a touchscreen system, or you can easily go into it either way. And then let's put this into reverse, where this has the 360 camera system. You also have the backup assistance, and so you have no shortage of visibility, just depending on what angle that you need to see. There's drive, sport mode, and then park behind that. You have traction control with parking sensors, and then a few different driving modes. So this will modulate your throttle response depending on the mode that you select. There's downhill assist, auto hold, and the e-brake. You get an auxiliary with some storage, more storage in the glove box, and then the illumination over on that passenger side. There's garage door buttons up top, dome lights, and the controls for the sunshade and sunroof. And here's a look at visibility. You have pretty large windows, like I mentioned, so you can easily see over both sides. So setting off behind the wheel now for the BMW X5. If you are new to our channel, I actually own an X5 myself. It's the plug-in hybrid, so very similar to this. We just have more of that hybrid system, of course, versus just the 48-volt system in this. So I have a lot of experience with the X5 and driving it, using it to tow actually as well. This is a very nice luxury-focused SUV. This was a dream SUV for my wife, and so I'm glad that we were able to accomplish that for her. And I've had no regrets with it aside from the plug-in hybrid. If I had to do it again, I would just go with this xDrive model here with the mild hybrid system. I think that's just much easier, less complicated to use. So if you're looking at that, the plug-in hybrid is nice. I personally would go with just a gas version or variant instead. But either way, it's a very comfortable vehicle to drive. I do have the height adjustment adaptable suspension in my vehicle, which there's no settings for this model here, but it's still going to provide you with a very nice ride. The power is also very adequate too, so just a mild acceleration in normal mode, and it's a fun vehicle to drive. This isn't a vehicle, it's not the highest performance model from BMW with the X5, but even with mine, I can take it around some twisty roads and have a little bit of sporty fun with the paddle shifters. I like performance-oriented vehicles. I didn't want to go with the competition model for other reasons, but you can still have some sporty driving fun with these vehicles. Sounds pretty good too under that mild acceleration. But it's a very comfortable vehicle to drive. It's super luxury focused. So out on highway trips that we've done in it, it is very comfortable. I have massaging seats in mind just to give you a little bit more comfort on those extended trips. And it's very spacious too. It's a big SUV, especially when you compare it to the X3. We were cross-shopping the X3 and the X5, but I needed the towing capabilities from the X5. But it is noticeably bigger, so you have a lot of space for this vehicle. As far as towing goes too, I use mine to tow around 6,000 pounds, which a lot of people don't use their X5 for towing, but that is one of the main reasons that I bought it. It's a very capable towing vehicle. With the auto leveling suspension that I have, it doesn't even squat with that weight. It's very composed with that added weight. So if you want a luxury focused vehicle, you can still get one that is going to be capable in situations like that. And as far as its turning radius goes, it's very tight, so it's easy to maneuver. And we're still in sport mode, second gear. Here we go. And with a mild acceleration, we're up to speed. And again, the paddles are very responsive. I like how BMW can incorporate some of those performance aspects to even non-performance oriented models like this. So you have them, they're functional. I enjoy using them when I'm behind the wheel. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the latest model for the X5. This is a very popular SUV from BMW. I think, however, the X3 has outsold it in the last year or so. And speaking of X3, we have one coming up to our left here. So you'll be able to tell this is a much larger vehicle than the X3 there, but both are super nice vehicles. And it's just a very comfortable vehicle to drive. I like all of the features that it has to offer too. You have so many different trim levels and options that you can go with depending on how you would like to spec your SUV. So lots to do with these vehicles, colors, interiors, everything. You have a lot. And it's just going to give you that luxury focused ride with a good sized vehicle too. It's even comfortable to be a passenger in the back seats. But if you're looking for some more X5 information, we have made a few videos on our personal vehicles, so you can take a look at those as well. But that is going to wrap it up for this 2025 year model. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Charlotte for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.